In video number 13, I'm going to give you the theory behind how to write articles quickly. And in the next few videos, I'll actually demonstrate how to do this, but I have to give you the background on it first. So there are three ways to write articles quickly. One is to write from your experience. The second is to rewrite private label rights articles, which are known as PLR. And the final is the swipe method, and I'm going to go into all of these here. Okay, the first one, I think I've mentioned in this video series that one of the markets I'm in is the scholarship market. I have a great CPA offer that I send people to. And I've written dozens of articles on the subject of scholarships, and I also have a blog on the subject. Now, I've never been a financial aid officer, and I don't have any real-world experience, but because I've done so much research on the topic, I'm now an expert, and I can write from experience. I don't need to go out and do a lot of research to write a single article. I've got several other markets that I'm in that are very similar. I can write very quickly on surviving foreclosure, and I can write on weddings because I've got some of these, I'm in some of these niches, and I've done so much research on them that these are just easy, and I'm an expert, and I can write from experience. So to do this particular article, I'm going to write the keyword who qualifies for financial aid. It's a long tail keyword, but it's a pretty good one because it gets 67 searches a day and only has 928 optimized competing pages. This is an article that I'm actually going to write to put up live. Because it's something that I can direct to an actual website. The next thing to use are private label rights, PLR. Now, private label rights is where you buy an article, you and a bunch of other people buy an article or series of articles, and then you can do whatever you want with them. You can put them on your own web page, you can put them in a blog, you can use them as a email autoresponder series, you can put them together and sell them as an ebook. You can do whatever you want with them. However, you can't put them on article directories unchanged. Not because you don't have the rights, but because the article directories won't let you do it. So your solution around this is to actually rewrite the article. The idea is the PLR article gave you the research and you're going to rewrite it. Now there's two kinds of PLR. One is limited and the other is unlimited. In a limited PLR package, the author will only sell 25 to 50 copies. And that means that the wording and the research haven't been filtered to death. There's also unlimited PLR, and sometimes you'll see people selling 15,000 PLR articles for $15, and you can pretty much guarantee that they're not selling those to just 25 people. That they'll sell them to anybody who will come along and buy them. And the problem with that is that after a few people have rewritten them, the article directory editors start recognizing them and they won't let any more in. So if you're going to rewrite PLR for the article directories, it's best to buy these limited copies. You can usually get them for about $1 an article, and then if you want to rewrite them yourself, that's great. If you want to pay somebody else to rewrite them, you can usually get it for $1.50. So basically you're spending $2.50 an article instead of $5, which is what you'd have to pay for somebody to write whole articles from scratch for you. We're going to, in this demonstration, do the topic of home energy. Again, this is not something that I'm in. This is not a market I'm in. I'm not an expert in it. And the keyword I'm going to use is home alternate energy. It gets 27 searches a day and has 257 optimized competing pages. So this is a typical long-term keyword that you might use for article marketing. It doesn't have as many searches as some of the other ones I've shown you, but the optimized competing pages is really good, and it gives us a good chance to get on Google's top page, and it still gives you a lot of searches a day. This is what is known as a long tail keyword. Now, to be fair, I'm probably not going to be using this article because I'm not in this market, and I'd have to set up a whole page to be able to use it, a whole web page, but I want to show you how I would do it. Now the third method is the swipe method, and there are several people out there who will show you how to write an article in 7 minutes, and they use the swipe method. And so I thought I would introduce it to you and give you some of the pros and cons. Basically, there are some rules with the swipe method. What you're going to do is you're going to take other articles on the directory and put them together, put 3 or more articles together, put them in a blender, and spit out a new article. The idea is that you want to have at least 3 sources. If you have just one source and you kind of rewrite it and it's not private label rights, you don't have the rights to them, you can actually be sued for content theft. And it doesn't happen very often that people are sued, but you can be. So you want to draw from at least 3 sources, and you want to never go more than 3 words without some kind of change to the article. Now, I'm not in the life insurance market at all, so this is, again, just like the home energy market. This is something that I don't know anything about. I'm not over 50, and so I don't know anything about life insurance for over 50s, but I'm going to write the article on that. This is something that gets a lot of searches, 92 searches a day, but it has 14,300 optimized competing pages. And remember, I said you never want to go over 15,000, so this is butting right up against that. So videos 14, 15, and 16 aren't going to be a lot of me talking. I'm not going to do a lot of talking in it. They're going to be demonstrations instead. And my goal is to write each article in less than 10 minutes, just to show you that it can be done. Now remember, when I started this video series way back in video 1, I challenged you to do 1,000 articles in 1 year. And in order to do that, by month 3, you need to be writing 3 articles a day. And I want to show you that this is not only possible, but that I can do it in less than half the time that I tell you you should be doing it. Of course, I've been in article marketing for a while, and that helps to have the experience. And I'm going to show you 3 different ways to write, and I'm going to try and do them in less than 10 minutes. In order to do that, I'm not going to be able to do a lot of talking, but I'll try and narrate what I'm doing as I go along.